So we begin again, but this time we begin at a part of the game where I like, the battlefront. Charred flesh and spilled bowels, sweet and sour. So I really like the battlefront because this area, it has like a real dark and dreary appeal to it. And you get to fight the blackguards finally, and they're a common and interesting enemy for like an army type of, mob. You have like these mages and you have the big soldiers here. Now, do I have the regeneration totem? I don't think I have it. I should put the thing on before I forget. I actually think I'm getting Rain Molten Shell because I'm not really using it enough. Alright, so I know where I spawn more or less. I'm in the south... Not south. I'm in the northeast corner of the map. I know where I'm going to go. So, for this recording, I just want to make a fairly short one. We're going to just visit Gemling Queen, do a few tasks for her, and then that'll be the mission, basically. Shouldn't take too long. So, up here we have assault ribbons. This is always going to be, up the top here, assault ribbon type enemies. I should check that royal staff. I guess this is what, these blackguards are fighting mainly here. And the statues. I don't think they're technically on the same side, but they are for, this encounter. I'm just going to come back here. Royal Staff has just 2 of those slots. Yeah, I like this Royal Staff better. I'm checking the Royal Staffs just, in case they're anything good. I'll keep you to sell. Alright, so over here is where I'm going. And into this temple. The Solarius Temple. And there's 2 temples in this game that I've found so far, the Solarius and the Lunaris temples. Solarius, is like sun. Lunaris is like moon. They're very different, I guess, in their approaches. Solarius is a nice, clean, and kempt temple. So we're going to come here to the Solarius Temple because I'm seeking an NPC. Spoiler alert there. When I get to it, I'll continue from there. And we're right into the unique. Unique is down. There we go. Don't want any of that. Raise some zombies out of the metal statues, because, why not? That's worth taking. I don't really care about. Crusader helmet. It's just this, this is a really nice large cap. I'm getting some nice stuff, at this point with the helmets and such, but to lose that 31% to all elemental resistance is kind of a big thing. even now. That's interesting, I guess, but eh. Anyhow, onward, since we got rid of that NPC. There's basically a bunch of ribbons attacking us. Magically enchanted ribbons. I like fighting these enemies. They're kind of fun. I don't know why. It's like you're fighting ribbons. What's so great about fighting ribbons? I don't know, but it's fun. I say it's fun. Statues pop out every so often too. There's another seal. Okay, we're getting beating up here. Kill these archers. And then wheel on them. I'm not going to bother raising zombies around this guy because he's just going to destroy him. Interesting mask. Except it's, you know, a crappy one. Alright, so onward we go. And basically this is what it's going to be like, you know, being attacked by seals and statues. I wonder how long it'll take us to get to the stairway. Coiled staff. Level 23. Well, that's obviously weaker than his current one. Alright, that's all the champion monsters out of the way. Can't go that way. I guess we'll run up north. There's no real reason to go up north or south. There's just clear out the places where the stairs might be in, you know, just keep going in whatever direction. Oh, let's go down here. Nothing this way. So we'll keep going up. Everything's dead. Do 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 do. So I was looking at my character creation list and like characters I have. I noticed that this character is almost caught up to my least level character, which is 34. This guy's 32. A little bit of lag, I think. Of course, when has that, not happened? Oh, I like the yellow legs, but I dread the fact that, that lag. So, the way up, or down, or to the next level, is not this way. I went back here again. I can probably guess that, it's not going to be in the little room over here. Or there. And I'm not too keen on, getting experience that much. I mean, I'm pretty well leveled up enough for this part of the level. So we'll keep going to the south now. Oh, these guys are fast. Why not? We'll pick it up. I think I was going to switch around my gems a little bit, but I forgot to do so. I'll have to do that when we get to the waypoint. It's always good to, think about your equipment on this game. In Diablo 2, you could just leave your equipment alone for quite a long while. But this game, you really have to keep updating it and looking at the skill equipments. Everything's dead. I like the details of this place too, because it really looks like a temple. My zombies killed that for me, very nice. There we go. Solarius Temple 2. At this point, we should start fighting water elementals. You are annoying me. Oh, Goddess of Purity. Here's the water elementals. I really have to update my life class too, I think. This is where being ranged would be good. I'm hoping that killing these summons is gonna... Yep, it's recharged my flask a little bit. So killing that, these summons gives me a little bit of mana back, which helps a little bit there. What's really killing me, I think, the most at this point is just the fact that I lack the ability to get my health up and down as needed. So you always fight this Water Goddess of Purity, by the way, I think. And Water Elementals that she spawns. And there's Water Elementals that spawn everywhere else in the level. Die, Ribbon! I'm definitely lagging quite a bit. But I'm doing fairly well. Ooh, there's something. Get back here. Resist cold. This is not good for me. But my thing does fire damage too, right? So Vile Staff. Interesting. 39 to 72. That's on par with my current staff, I think. I won't be using it because it's got, you know, 2 things there. But whatever. Molten Shell, why not? Where, oh where do I need to go? I mean, this is a nice place to, you know, be in level, but it's act free, and really in act free, I don't really need to worry too much about leveling. There's going to be quite a bit of leveling to be had at near, like, you know, where I'm going after this, and besides the fact it's going to suck, because it is, I really, yeah, don't need to worry too much about experience. And interesting banners. Let's go back, sell some of this stuff, and update my gems. Creating a portal in a dangerous area is a good way to continue your progress if you die. So true. So true.
There you go.
Sell this. Don't care about that. Nope. Might want to update my rings, but I'll need good rings to update them with. Sell all that. Alright, it's a stash. I picked up the rejuvenation token, and I think I might actually put this on. Or actually, I don't even have to put it on. I can just dump it right there if I want to. And we'll change you with the rejuvenation to rejuvenation totem. Right there. Molten shell can be taken off. Not really using it. Multi-strike, that's something I was thinking about getting. What I'm thinking about dumping is on is, you know, what I hear I like Glacial Hammer and all this other stuff. I might just go like this. Now Glacial Hammer will have, you know, these two things are connected to it. That might be something interesting to do. Cleave is not going to help me here. Why not? We'll just dump it in here to keep leveling it up. That fills pretty much all my stuff up. So that's what my character will be looking like. So there we go. Let's see here. In this act, it really is worth knowing that you should always save your progress. So have tempoles going off, regardless of where you think you're safe or not. You tell yourself you can do this and you're going to be asking for it. That was kind of cool. So I do multiple sweeps now. Sweep. So this is all connected. I'm actually thinking about dumping this over there. Whatever. What this does? Oh, that's right. Multi-strike will actually hit multiple opponents, like Ye Old Skill, Zeal, and DL2. Look at my mana going down now, so this really costs lots of mana to use. It's interesting to use. I like the idea of like multiple strikes, but gotta watch my mana on this one. Not that I really need to worry too much about mana. I've been not using enough mana to begin with. Let's go this way. That's such a cool effect. Sweep, sweep, sweep. It's actually a good effect to have with my skills. Waypoint. And then over here we have the NPC. I'm gonna actually listen to her because I like how she talks.
You are not a cockroach. Strange. Inundated with cockroaches I am. Black ones, four limbs, nasty, spiky things. Are you spiky? If so, my ribbons will pluck your spines. Malachi liked spines. Liked my spine. Pretty spine. Bejeweled and bountiful. Enough to make an empire weep. Do you infinite. Why, on this very day I have found a new reason to cry. The ribbons are order, clean and polished, serve and protect. Then those cockroaches crawled in, swarmed through the cracks. The ribbon spool is taken, stolen. The black ones want them, my ribbon. Want to wrap the city in black ribbons. Find the spool, not a cockroach. Look to my doorstep, where the ribbons crush cockroaches yet. Bring the spool, and I will find gratitude for you.
So there's a quest that she gives you.
Leave me, not a cockroach.
By the way, I'm now named Not a Cockroach. Cool name, right? And she likes Not a Cockroach.
How you doing?
Don't care. Alright, to be honest, while it's kind of cool, I should actually conserve a little bit. So this basically changes cold damage to fire damage. That's kind of cool to have, but I wonder if it might be good just to have added fire damage. This is also a nice effect to have. What I'm thinking about doing, I'm going to take sweep off perhaps, but well, I kind of like sweep. Multi-strike and glacial hammer and cold of fire. So here's the thing: how you set up your character, how you decide it, everything. This is where it comes into play. Do you want to have like this? Do you want to have that? I might do it like this. I wonder if I can actually see that with offense. So damage per second, 169. So I guess it has like the free things attached to it. 21% chance to freeze enemies. And I do like a whole lot of fire damage with it. So all that's connected. We're actually going to take off Cold to Fire, because even though it's a cool gem to have, I actually should check that a little bit more. I'm going to be doing... So right now I'm doing 2161 cold damage, 19 to 59 fire damage, and 39 to 120 physical damage. Having like cold to fire there. If I put this add fire damage on, it changes it to 40 to 124 cold damage, so more cold damage. Less fire damage, I think. 16 to 50 versus 19 to 59. Well, I guess it's more or less the same. And that, well, I suppose it's not a whole lot of difference between these two, but physical damage will basically get reduced. That's all I'm really doing right now with these gems. I'm like changing around the damage types. I'll drop this in here. Actually, to start thinking about how I'm going to set for all this stuff. A lot of stuff is support gems. This is just something to do. I'm just going to dump stuff like this, like, this sort of idea. Support, active ability, active support ability. So just throw this here. Do this here. I only got 2 of those, but whatever. Well, I only need 1 of these. We'll take this out. Let's multi-projectile. Ice shot. That's all that stuff. Sweep here is an active ability. Downing blow is an active ability. Active ability. Support ability. Support. We got a lot of support abilities. Passive help. Interesting one thing. Never seen that before. Conversion traps. It's more for support ability. Fireball's active. Active. Cast when stunned. Very useful if you're going for that type of thing. Minion life. Ice Nova. Okay, I think I have multiple things here. Shock Nova, Shock Nova. I only need one of those Shock Novas. There's Lightning Warp. Pretty sure that's a teleport thing. You know what? Let's take off Ice Spear and I got Freezing Pulse already. Freezing Pulse is going to be taken off. And let's go in here. I'm going to put on Lightning Warp. And we'll set this to be Lightning Warp and I'll show it off maybe a little bit. Frostmaul might be useful. Create an ice wall to hold back enemies. Targets under the wall are damaged and pushed back. That's actually an active ability, but whatever. That's a support gem. Support gem. That's actually kind of a dangerous one because you can't cast support spells directly. You need to get like a totem or something to cast it for you. So this other stuff. Whatever. I don't really need the other stuff so much, the blue stuff. So we're just going to sell these gems.
How you doing?
Sell that ring.
Stay out of the shadows.
Sell all that stuff. You notice that the gems don't give me a whole lot of oomph for their selling, so selling gems not really a big reason to do so. Alright, so there's like, you know, a little bit of doing and all that. And we have Lightning Warp here to show off. I suppose I should be trying to level at least something up. Let's level up Firestorm. Dump that in there. So we're going to go back to the battlefront, because that's where the Gemling Queen wants us to go for her little errand. And now you get to experience what the battlefront is really about. Fighting these stupid little guys. So let's see here. Wow, that's really, really slow. It's not a bad thing. I mean, I can get across here, which I couldn't do before. See what happens. I move around. That sweep is just ridiculous. There's no real testing on how quick it is it? And you do a little bit of lightning damage with it, I guess. There's better, I think, things you can use. Always resist elemental damage. Get these ribbons out of here. It's effective. I'll say that about it. Now, hopefully, sweep isn't wasting too much mana because of the added like multi-strike thing here. I should actually test that since I can find out. So sweep has F and M on it. This has F and M. If I take off multi-strike, look at that. So sweep is actually being, you know, it's 24 mana cost right now. 14. So sweep is actually taking the multi-strike on it, sadly. I wonder. Let's. This is R. Tell that off. I haven't used it yet, but let's actually try using the something about totems that apparently said they can be able to use to cast spells. I'm not sure how you. I never actually done it, I don't think, but you can use, like, say, Rejuvenation Totem, wherever it is. I don't see it, you know, having a little thing next to it, but I could use this to apparently cast. Whoops. Anger for me. Now I just see life regen, so I don't see anything happening with that. It'd be cool if you could, you know. Apparently you can, like, I guess, use totems and somehow to cast spells for you, and that'd be really cool because then you wouldn't have to really worry about them. Now, this is cool multi-strike, but it kind of doesn't work too well with sweep. Well, I suppose it's okay. Technically, Glacial Hammer doesn't work as well with it, I guess. I suppose it work out both fine. There's the Solarius Temple, so obviously that's going the wrong way. Let's just get over here. I'm just going to teleport down. This is a nice thing about this spell. Yoink! And I can get down here. The docks are worth visiting. I'm actually going to come here to quickly try and find a waypoint. Battlefront is where I, you know, mean to go, but going here, getting a waypoint is not a bad idea. It'll actually make things very simple. Oh, I'm just going to cut the recording.